6. Hello there. How's it going, fam? Look what I just found. That's right, fam. Just found this. Should we try it out? Oh, wow. Less than 5 ingredients with a scan me for a free airdrop. Here's the magic part, fam. Got it right here. Give it a go. Whew. That was amazing. Refreshing. All the salts you need in your electrolyte premix. Definitely check out Crypto Rush now. It even has a bonus creatine. That's right, got to build those strong muscles, help with all that muscle recovery. Crypto Rush gives you the rush that you need to propel yourself throughout the day. Crypto Fam Radio, I'm your host Mountain Dew. Let's go get some Crypto Rush now.
So much for joining me, Naci. This has been a long time coming. Really excited to dig deep on your new beginnings for 111 Podcast. And would you mind just introducing yourself? Tell me a little bit about who is Naci, just kind of a rough TLDR. You know, we can kind of just start there and then I'll ask a few follow-ups, and just take me on a journey. Take me on a journey, fam. And
okay.
Also, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate your last-minute fill-in for the guest that was supposed to be here, but it's all good. It's all good. But
That's
take it away, fam. I
Budzy's
appreciate
do,
you.
bro. We're here to support each other, especially our
Always.
comrades, our friends. And you said a little bit about me. I'm known as Naci, which means born like this in Spanish. And a little bit about my background. I am, American first, and my parents are Salvadorian. So, therefore, I embrace the culture of being Latin. And so that goes on to the name Naci, which means born like this. And that's just a mantra to myself to remind myself that I just have to be myself and be authentic and just try your best. That's why I refer to myself as Naci, because we're all born just like this. And that's a pretty much way to encapsulate Naci. And I guess what other parts would you like to know?
Where are you from originally?
Oh, okay. So born and raised in Virginia, so specifically Falls Church. And I pretty much, grew up on the Combine. I like to say 9 to 5. I'm a true 9 to 5er. I go on the interstate all the time. Like D.C., Maryland, Virginia, known as the DMV, it's a metropolitan area. So I think I like to say I excelled well in those dynamics when it comes to, work ethic. What can I talk about? I like to say Virginia, they say it's for lovers, and that's so far away from the part because actually right there they like to pick at your faults. So you got to have a tough shell, and if you have motion or success, they will pretty much not like that. So that's kind of weird about Virginia's for lovers, but they embrace the struggle. So that's, if you're struggling, they'll support you, but as soon as you make it, have some sort of success, you start getting the tails ends of the hatred.
Really?
Yeah, it's really weird, bro.
That is weird.
But that's Virginia, in a nutshell. It's called Old Dominion for a reason. So it's one of the original states, the 13 original colonies.
Right.
So first is last is first. That's why I love that state, honestly, Virginia. Other than that, my grandma's named Virginia as well. So I think that's why one of the reasons why she migrated over here during El Salvador Civil War. Okay. And we're just trying to establish ourselves and our presence in America. So that's pretty much what we're doing.
Wow, so you come from an immigrant family. Well, as we do all.
We all.
Let's say America is a big melting. Exactly. But you could say, you're first generation?
Yeah, first gen.
Okay.
Yep, first gen here. And I also have a brother, and he's 2 years younger than me, so we're here both trying to advocate basically a foundation so we can, carry on our legacy for just the generations to come. We're big about working together and family.
I love that. So it sounds like you have a lot of culture in your family. You come very deep in your culture. Would you mind just sharing with me a little bit about what makes you so proud about your culture and where you come from, and how does that really translate into who you are now as an individual, as a person now?
Yeah, so America is made up of multiple languages. I like to say Spanish and English are one of the prominent languages.
Hmm.
So, thing I like about being a Latino is the fact that you can relate with other um, dialects, other races, and especially with the culture, the American culture, we pretty much like to say um, how do I say? It's like a symbiosis relationship. We love the fact that there's work here and we're just willing to apply and just showcase what we can do, and the fact that we're always given the opportunity. There's pretty much nothing bad I can talk about other than we're just everywhere, and some of us are misjudged when you should just give us a chance to get to know us. It's a little bit about translation, but
Mm,
Hispanics always take the time to learn English, and I feel like it should be the other way around because I'm right here speaking this language,
right.
and I'd love for the Americans to speak our language more and have that more understanding.
I love that. Yeah, I think everyone should be bilingual or even trilingual, you know? It builds that layer within yourself and it makes you a lot more dynamic as a person. You're able to reach more people through that. So I really love that. And I assume you speak Spanish and English, correct?
Yes,
Okay. Pretty
los dos
well.
idiomas puedo hablar. Yeah, más o menos. Pero para escribir necesito un poco de ayuda, pero yo puedo leer más. Other than that,
Beautiful.
bro, I'm just grateful for this. I'm here. This is
No,
last
I'm grateful
minute,
for you.
and,
No, I appreciate you filling in last minute too. And I want you to walk me a little through your careers, you know, in the past. You know, we're talking about new beginnings here. We feel like, you know, we're all onions. We're peeling back the layers,
Okay.
essentially, right?
So like an ogre, I have layers.
We
You never
all
seen-
do. We all
okay,
do.
so I guess a little bit
So
of my
take
background.
Me, yeah,
my
yeah.
first,
Or
I
even
guess-
early education onwards to like your first job. Kind
Okay,
of like,
so
you know.
I got my public high school diploma. So I embraced that, my PhD. Got that. I also graduated from YouTube University. That's what honestly got me as far as I got right here. I learned a lot from YouTube.
Nice.
I do a lot of hands-on. I'm a visual learner, and a little
Love
bit about my first job was in, I was a busser for IHOP.
Okay.
So when it comes into having a strong work ethic, you can only it was shown right there because you can only get tips based on how many tables you have cleaned up.
Right.
And I pretty much stuck with the restaurant business. So I did multiple. I did tropical smoothie. I did a few Mexican restaurants, mom and pops, and then I did Cheesecake Factory. And what I learned from that was pretty much customer service and how to cater to one's wants and needs. And yeah, and that's what I love about that. Then about blue collar work, I did construction as well for a few years. I was a
Wow.
technician, and then also metal refinishing. That's what I mainly did.
Yeah.
Fixed primed elevators. Also did oxidizing metals, different colors, different tones, and pigments. And then also before that, I also did a little bit of in the private sector, government contracting. So I got into some SIBRs, did some proposals, didn't get funded, but I got pitches approved. So that pretty much gave me the Bitcoin bug to go into this technology because, when I was working with when one of my mentors from a few years ago, he was, we were learning about AI and how it was one of the new areas of innovation, like STEM technologies, so science, technology, education, and medicine, and those were the fields that I was, trying to get involved with. So I landed on, education and technology, and we were just doing pitches and seeing what is out right now, and we found distributed ledger technologies, which is, blockchain, and it's just a glorified database, and we just started doing some more research in there and trying to make some concepts on some ideas that we can bring out. And now that the technology has matured and seeing that everything has gained traction, we see that there's opportunity for us to actually, formulate and make partnerships and cooperations with other entities. So that's why I'm here with you, Crypto Fam. Networking is your network. So
Network is your net worth. That is huge. And yes, we are at Denver. You can see behind us, fam. We're at the podcast lounge. And I'm with my Budzy over here as well. And I'm just very blessed, very grateful that he is here willingly and openly to share us his story. And so in saying that, You kind of went over it a little bit earlier, but with Bitcoin. But when did you start getting into crypto, and what made you so excited? Because that's where I met you. Was
Yeah.
at a crypto event, so during Miami and Art Basel
So
last year. So,
what got me into crypto was 2017.
oh wow, you're an early investor then.
Well, I wouldn't say early investor. I was intrigued by the technology. My brother was, he was playing with his Black Ops friends, and they just heard Bitcoin over the comms, right?
Right.
And then I started doing some research into Bitcoin, and strangely, around that time is when Bitcoin had its spike from $200 to 20K.
Right.
So I just started like researching and seeing what is this asset, what is this commodity, what is even this thing going on,
Yeah.
and that just I just went head first into learning business, learning the financial sector, trying to like just immense all this information, all this knowledge that I can, and yeah, that's pretty much what the Bitcoin bug did for me. It just got me super passionate about pretty much controlling your own finances, and
Is that the reason you got into Bitcoin originally? Is for like that financial freedom,
Yeah,
controlling your finances? You knew the banks what they were doing, and you didn't like that.
yeah. So it was able to what Bitcoin was able to do was able to get you to your wealth exponentially. So you didn't have to do that 9 to 5, the 40-year and retirement plan.
Right.
So if you invested in crypto and Bitcoin, you're able to hyper jump those years.
Right.
So and that's what I feel like it's been doing so far. It's been excelling basically my career choices and my career paths. If I was to stick at a regular 9 to 5 instead of chasing and being what I'm passionate for, I'm able to actually forge these paths and help bring the industry forward. I feel like that's what we're doing.
I love that. I love that. So when I met you, you're part of the XRP community. You introduced me to a lot of XRPers, and which I'm very grateful for, because that's one of the blockchains I've never really spent a lot of time in, which is sad because I know they've been around for a minute. XRP came out before Ethereum, I learned just the other day.
Yeah, like I think 2013, I believe.
And then Ethereum was 2015, I believe, so 2 years after. So
the founders even know each other supposedly.
Right,
Yeah, Brad
I heard
and
about that.
Vitalik. They all, I've heard they've all like had a board in a couch at one point.
Oh wow!
Right,
Okay.
so it's
Cool.
really like that.
Yes.
And a little bit about XRP. When I was doing research in the private sector,
Yeah.
and doing the pitches for Cyber,
Right.
there was a lot of concepts on Ethereum, distributed ledger, Hedera, and one thing that wasn't really being researched upon was XRP, and then that just made me like realize like that there's actually like some more that meets the eye with this technology, and not all of us have all the answers. So that's why we're here, pretty much conceptualizing and just trying our very best to introduce this technology and provide use cases. So now that the technology has matured and there's clarity, and there's regulations coming out, I feel like XRP is getting its appropriate time and the shining light that it deserves, bro. Honestly, I don't know, because if you guys read, bro, like in 2015, the Treasury themselves did. They mentioned that XRP is a currency,
Right.
and then the Department of Treasury, the SEC, is the one that labeled them a security. So it was just with terms and definitions, it was kind of what got me kind of boggled. So words do matter, and that's what we're here trying to find in real time, these words, so we can work with each other.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love that. And yeah, I think XRP is very underrated, one of
Super.
these blockchains. And which is kind of sad because it's been around forever, even before Ethereum. And so just to think, what got you originally into XRP? What made you like really invest?
Okay.
And would you consider yourself an XRP maxi?
Well, I'm a money maxi.
Oh,
So,
even better.
And what made me invest into XRP is because I come from the cannabis sector. So I'm from DC. I was doing,
Yeah.
I was helping, change the stigma on that a little bit.
Right.
Because forgot to mention, cannabis and blockchain both became prominent in 2017. That's when it got the people's interest.
Right.
So I was trying to use this technology to change the stigma on cannabis, because
Okay.
there was a heavy stigma on it.
Yeah.
And with that being said, I'm a guy about compliance, right? So
Right.
being based off DC, I have to follow the strict rules so I can, participate.
Right.
Same thing with crypto. We already know the connotations that we got, Silk Road, et cetera, et cetera. So XRP was the only blockchain that I was seeing while everybody else was saying, no governments, but these were the only ones trying to actually work with the powers to be and make, opportunities for us to actually do business. Because at the end of the day, you still have to do business. You can't be all chaotic and a revolutionist when you still have to do business at the end of the day. And that's what Brad is really good at, displaying, providing utility to the ledger and use cases for XRP.
Okay. So you love, it sounds like to me, it's more about utility. It's more about building, right? And you've been always about building, especially around community. When I met you, you introduced me to your community on XRP. We started doing X Spaces together. One thing kind of led to another, and we became business partners. And through that interaction, I was able to really get close to you and your mission and your vision. And so with just blockchain technology as a whole, is this like the final frontier in a lot of ways when it comes to being a money maxi, when it comes to generational wealth, like for you, in your opinion?
Yeah, because I'm not trying to glorify systems here.
Right.
I believe that this is the last thing that you need to complete. Yeah, like you said, yeah, absolutely, 100%. Honestly, bro.
So you're gonna retire.
It's what the saying is: either you're gonna get acquired and retire, or you're gonna see this through.
Right.
So I believe that I'm seeing it through because at the end of the day, you just came onto the team.
Right.
People are finding themselves, and once we have the right team, it's gonna conceptualize, and that's it. So I feel like we're almost there. 2026 is a breaking point.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Quick follow-up question on just crypto, blockchain in general. I just thought about it. So a lot of people write off crypto as a scam, right? And a lot of people, they just dismiss it when you first talk about it. How do you overcome those people? What do you say to them?
Okay. Well, I'll tell them that there's always more than meets the eye. You got to get involved, right? At the end of the day, you're just seeing it from a, what is it? From a one perspective. So get involved. And what I like to say is we actually have use cases, right? So an example is communication. And that's one thing you always give it an anecdotal kind of point of view, right? So for me is my Snapchat, my Telegrams, those things have gotten, canceled or banned. So therefore, if you're tired of just policies changing at a whim and you want to have some sort of control,
right?
That's why I embrace this technology, because it offers you control of your data, of your time, and that's it. You're getting control back to your own hands.
Would control be another good word for freedom?
Freedom, yes.
Okay.
Liberty, freedom.
Pursuit of happiness.
Pursuit of happiness. That's what we're doing. Doesn't crypto give you that?
Sounds very American.
I mean, sir, isn't crypto an American thing?
I think so. Did it start in the America? I don't know.
Cryptography.
Where did crypto start from? Where did Bitcoin? I thought Bitcoin Satoshi wasn't that in Japan?
Oh, nah. I think it's just because it sounds Japanese.
Okay, all right.
But I think it's an American product, bro. I don't know, man.
That's a good question. I'll ask Grok later.
Yeah.
And in speaking about Grok, AI, I feel like AI's gotten to this point where it's starting to integrate more within blockchain technology.
Yep.
And what do you see the future, let's say, with AI and crypto? Like, where do you think it's going to go?
Basically, making the best pathways for you to make money, man. Arbitrage, passive income.
Yep.
I think that's where we're heading towards. Providing good systems and able to automate those. I think that's what blockchain and AI does for you.
I love that. So, as an XRPer, Money Maxi, what have you been building in the space since 2017, right, or 2018?
Well, I've been just pretty much, accumulating my bag, getting myself more versed into the technology, but I've just been part of TexRP.
Ooh. Tell me about this. What's TexRP?
TexRP is the wallet-to-wallet communication. It offers decentralization on the ledger. So
on the XRP ledger.
On the XRP, okay. So think about it as Discord, Telegram, but with wallet capabilities. And the fact that we don't data mine.
Right.
So
that's huge.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm super passionate about at the time being right now. We're just trying to provide a use case and utility for communities so they can, just keep building. That's honestly what we think. It's fragmented in the space. There's not a platform that can unify Web3. So pretty much all these platforms that are out right now are pretty much just to highlight like money and etc. But it's not really about community building. I think community building is more important, and then the money is a byproduct. So people are forgetting that the we already solved the money issues coded, right? So
Right.
now it's all about what can you do with this code, what can you build with it, and instead of using money as a driver, it shouldn't be the driver anymore. It should be the community part. So
Right.
that's what I think that is, we're here witnessing right now. Honestly, is people's changing the way that they do business from a community standpoint versus like a production.
Right. I see that. I definitely see that. I've always seen, like, when I first got into crypto, it wasn't about money. Obviously, I was scammed in the past, and I've always tried to understand crypto a little more because I'm like, how do I not get scammed anymore? How do I not get my wallet? Like the whole security thing, right? And like meeting communities on there that really cared about you. But in the end, like, we have to think about what is crypto as this utility and what problem is it solving, right? Like, we're problem solvers at the end of the day, and it's not that we're working for our bags. It's more of like, what problems are we solving, not how much money we can make. We can make the amount as much money in the world, but at the end of the day, are we actually solving people's problems?
Yeah, I mean, an example that I got into it was peer-to-peer. Remember peer-to-peer transactions? So at the end of the day, you want to eliminate borders, right?
Well, with
So-
TextRP, right? The
With
peer-to-peer.
XRP or just in general the technology.
Right.
Blockchain, crypto is peer-to-peer. So at the end of the
Peer-to-peer.
day, you want to eliminate borders so you don't have to have all these sanctions when you're
The middleman, essentially.
Yes.
Take out the middleman.
Take out the middleman. That's exactly what this technology is about. Taking out the middleman and embracing yourself. You investing in yourself.
Right,
Showcasing yourself. Because now you have the technology that can support you.
right.
Before you needed somebody to offer you these services. Now you can offer it yourself.
So it sounds like you're really big into technology.
Yeah, well, I'm big on yourself, on being authentic, and if
Okay,
this
for
technology
sure.
helps you embrace that,
Yeah.
then it's a way to magnify it because, okay, I guess, Elon Musk, what is X? X is the #1 news outlet.
Yes.
So
but
that's
it's essentially a social media platform, too.
Yeah. I guess if that sense, communication-wise, I'm passionate about that aspect of that technology,
Definitely.
community and
Definitely.
communications.
Community communications. I love that. I love that. So, have you thought, since you've been in crypto for a while now, it's helped you in your communications?
Yeah, honestly, it has.
How so? Explain.
Well, actually, learning words because words do matter.
Words are hard.
Words are hard, and also you gotta use the right words to convey what you're trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to write papers, you have to write essays, you have to make posts, and a lot of these things you have to read what you're writing, and
Right.
you have to make sure that it fits the context. The content fits the context. There you go.
Yep. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm tracking.
Yeah. See, there you go.
Yeah. So it sounds like you're a lifelong learner then.
Aren't we all, man? That's what we're here.
But we try to be anyway. I don't want to say everyone is. That's very generalized. We don't want to generalize. Everyone's their own person. But I think we're put on this earth to be lifelong learners. And I think crypto, this type of technology, has really helped us or aided us in becoming a better version of ourselves.
Remember, the technology offers accountability, transparency, and it's immutable. So once you put it in there, it can't be changed unless you offer. Yeah, that's the whole point. It's immutable. So
Right. Immutable and like it doesn't change. Like you
Doesn't change.
can't change it.
Yeah,
like
it's
once
there.
it's on the blockchain,
It's on
it's done.
it's done.
You can't revise it. You can't go back and edit.
No, you can't
It's
like
done.
erase it. It's on there. That's
You
the
can't
whole
even
thing.
erase it.
That's the beauty about.
So 100 years from
blockchain.
now, I'll be able to see
It'll
the
be
same
there.
project. It'll
Yes.
be there.
It'll be there. It'll be there. It's
Wow.
immutable, bro. That's
Immutable. Okay,
that's
what
the whole
immutable.
purpose of
Okay,
the
makes
ledger,
sense.
man. That's why we
Okay.
love it. It's supposed to be long lasting and decentralized, etc. All the good stuff.
And you said transparency earlier.
Mhm.
So a lot of people like that word transparency, right? Because to me, that shows us that you are open
Yep.
and you have integrity
Yep.
and you are willing to show your books, essentially, right?
Yeah,
Your
you're like,
show.
you know what, people like, oh, show me the, like, get audited. I'm like, yo, we love to get audited here. Also, I like to say we're the same person on and off the screen. so we're authentic, thick and through. So at the end of the day, I think this is the new wave, man. Authenticity is.
Wait. Okay, so do you feel like crypto has made you more of an authentic person?
Yeah, because I have to basically tell you the transparency. I'm like, hey, this. Have you seen it right here? This is where you look, and more accountable.
Right.
So
Accountability.
yeah,
That's huge. That's
and
a big value.
and that's aligns with maturity. So at the end of the day, yeah, because we're here dealing. At the end of the day, we're here talking about finances. So
We are.
you have to be accountable and mature and know what you're putting your time and your resources to. So it's more. How would I like to say this? There's a lot more harmony going on right now with crypto when you're here trying to basically forge a new path.
Right. No, I absolutely love that, and I think it's a good reminder about people just in general because not everyone is transparent though.
Remember, this is still a people's thing. You still got to talk to people at the end of the day.
I know.
People are so against talking to people. You still have to use those muscles and shake hands and show teeth, man.
That's true. But like, I've met a lot of people in crypto online, and they're not as mature as you. They're not as transparent as you. You know, we deal with bad actors all the time.
Like you said, those are online though.
True.
So that's the thing. There's bad actors online. I think we all know about the internet trolls.
Right.
But what keeps all those people away, like for me coming back onto the space, is when I come to these IRL events and I meet genuine people like yourself.
Yeah.
And the Central Bros.
Right.
That just keeps inspiring me to keep coming back and putting out good content, and honestly, just be available for anybody that needs help. That's what we're here for, to help each other outgrow.
Love that. I love that. Yeah. So, sounds like you're a community builder.
Yeah. I mean, we're trying here. It's like we said. We have friends. We have acquaintances, but we're trying to form a community around these things.
Right.
Because I'm good at making friends, but now I'm trying to build a community.
Well, you're trying to help people understand, hey, if you work together, we could all make money. We could all solve the problems together that we keep running up against. And a big thing I have found in crypto is a lot of people do have money problems. A lot of people have time problems. A lot of people have energy, so it's like we're exposure problems. That's one of the reasons I've been in crypto for so long. Certain founders, certain developers don't know how to share what they have to their audience in a way that the audience can understand them, right? Because they're at such a high intellect, right? High level. They're dealing with codes all the time, right? They're developers, right? So it's like having us as necessity, right? As marketers, as promoters with these, very high, I guess in a way, high intellect developers. So in saying that though, how do you, and we all kind of need each other at the end of the day. We all have a set of skills, essentially, and everyone's different in their skill stack. So I guess, where do you kind of line up? Because I know you're learning code currently. You're doing a boot camp with TexRP with Will. Big shout out to Will, by the way.
Let's go, Will.
He was on 111 a few weeks ago talking about his story. And share with me maybe a little more about this boot camp. It was an 8-week program with TexRP. Yeah. Tell me more about what you've learned on kind of just the developer end of things and seeing where like vibe coding goes with AI and all that.
Okay, so so Will Moreno, shout out to Will Moreno, bro, founder of TexRP. He offered the Hacker House for 8 weeks, and basically offered me an ambassador role, and I was able to shadow him to see how he goes about conceptualizing and bringing out building his utility.
Yeah.
What I've learned about just shadowing him, and you have to have a routine. There's a routine. There's a format, and once you stick to this format, at the end of that task, you're gonna get the desired result that you were aiming for. So one thing about AI that I learned is it's all about prompting. So if you're able to basically use the right words to basically specify what you're trying to do, AI is like the best, bro. It comes when it basically on getting it off the floor, like a kickstart. Everyone needs a kickstart, right? So that's what AI is just for. That it's a Kickstarter.
Right.
But if you need that extra push, you still need a team of developers to give you that final audit and that okay to make everything smoothly. Unfortunately, AI can only get you so far, but you still need developers.
Right. It's a tool.
Yeah,
AI is
it's a
always
tool. It is a tool. So, Will basically is showcasing how to use all these powerful tools, giving me tips and tricks. And super grateful for having Will as a mentor, and super happy that I'm an ambassador for TexRP, and I believe you're an ambassador too, sir.
I am.
So
I am. Big believer.
we're on the gems right here, man. Other than that,
just got one of the Super Pack NFTs, you know. So
oh, you did, man. Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, Will said there's an airdrop coming from the NFT, so I was like, yes, score. I'm excited.
I don't know. I
go.
guess. Being with Will and learning that it's still a people's business. We're doing a startup, right? It's a small business, so it's about you have to be agile, right? You have to wear a lot of hats, and we're all doing our very best. And honestly, trying and doing your best each and every day, you will get the desired results that you want. Instead of just like he likes to say, it's all about execution.
Right.
So as long as we execute something, a task a day, we're going to get to the desired result.
I love that. Yeah, you need action.
It's literally about action.
You can't just keep talking about it. You got to follow through.
But that's
why you're going to do something, you got to do it.
Let your yes be yes and your no's be no's.
There
don't make
go.
promises. We don't make promises here.
No, we don't. Yeah.
No promises.
I love that. So, what are some key takeaways from this boot camp? Because you just finished it, right?
Yeah, I'm on my last week. So key takeaway, bro, it is honestly, man, follow a format, have a format. Keep God first.
Okay.
Will is heavily on, he's a Catholic, heavy on being a Christian. So
beautiful.
I love that he's a God-fearing man, and so are we. So therefore, those are some things I'm taking away. Always be a student. And at the end of the day, seek God for counsel. What else did he offer? Use AI to help you conceptualize.
Right.
And at the end of the day, it's always great to have a team, and that's what we've been building so far. So in the 8 weeks, I believe we've gotten 5 developers. We've gotten CryptoFam, a media team, and we're able to just convey our thoughts. And well, it's a surreal opportunity. I don't think I can highlight that enough, man.
Right. It sounds surreal.
Yeah.
And so what's next for Aussie Naci after Ethereum or Eat Denver and then this last week of TexRP? What's next for Aussie Naci?
Well, we got Vegas still coming up.
Like 2 months.
Just in 2 months. Okay, so I'm looking forward to that. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna move back to Virginia, my home base, of course. And cool. I'm trying to, we're here trying to formulate a DAO, trying to conceptualize one and see how we can go about it.
That's right.
So that's
why we're here at Eat Denver,
That's why we're here, to learn more about DAOs.
Sport DAO, yeah.
Yes, sir. And I see that's what we're going to be doing the next 2 months, hounding in and setting it up. I think we got all the team players. We just need to pull the trigger, bro.
Just need to pull the trigger. And for those who don't know what a DAO is, would you mind sharing with everyone a little bit about how DAOs work, the structure of DAOs, and how you plan to implement your DAO?
Yeah, so a DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization, and it's just, what I see it is, it's a way that you can do business modularly, right? So you have different communities, different projects, different businesses coming together to form this greater organization, right?
Yeah.
So it can provide services or goods, and when it comes to basically governance or, so governance is a little bit taboo. Right?
Why is that?
Because governance is, you have to define governance, so everybody thinks they can define it, but no one actually executes it or monitors it, right?
Right.
So I believe that this technology is able to fully embrace governance. Because governance, even today, it's not, everyone defines it, everyone tells you what governance is, how you go about it, how you get people together, but no one tells you how to execute it or how to monitor it. And that's why this technology right here is showcasing what that means.
Got you. Would you mind defining your version of governance?
Yeah. So my version of governance is basically having like a meeting in the minds. So having initiatives and programs that will cater towards your programs. That's what I think governance is. So you don't have to be relying on others. You're self-reliant because you have your own models and systems.
Right.
So it's like you're self-sustaining. So
that would be nice.
So with
Everything.
governance, you got the defining, you got the implementation, you got the execution. So I believe what we're trying to do is we're trying to have who are the executors, who are the ones that define it, and who are the ones that are going to be monitoring it. And that's what I like to say is marketing is a way that you can monitor, governance, what's going on within the community.
Yeah.
So just think about everything as DAOs as ecosystems. And does it have everything in there to be self-sustaining? Do you have the onboarding, the offboarding, you have the marketing, do you have products or services that you're providing?
Right.
So you have education, continuing education. It's a ecosystem.
I love that.
I think that's
And so back to your DAO now.
okay.
I got you off topic.
No,
a little bit with
that's
governance. Let's go back to the DAO.
So,
yeah.
so what I'm trying to do is I'm
Yeah.
just trying to build a community so we can all basically come together and offer services for other stakeholders in various small businesses.
Okay.
So basically, we're a team of developers, a team of Web3 enthusiasts coming together, and we have a treasury that, if you want to, it's like we're using our treasury as a demonstration that we believe in what we're doing. So it's like
Right.
we'll hire, if you're willing to do business with us, we'll pay our devs out, and then we're so confident that the product that we're building, we're going to get our ROI.
Got you.
So it's all with contracts and everything.
Yeah, within the DAO
Within
itself,
the DAO,
the structure.
yes.
Okay.
So the
beautiful.
members within the DAO will be able to apply for reasonable compensation and get work, etc.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's
that's
it's
what
like,
we all kind of need at the end of the day, right?
right.
A
Like
lot of us.
you're part of a group, right? Where you guys are all trying to get work
Yeah.
together, right? And then the people that are able to facilitate, do the work, they get hired.
Right.
But they got to be part of the group
right.
to know that what service are you offering.
I love that. So it sounds very democratic.
Hey, man, that's what the code is saying. That's what it's saying, man. I don't like to put labels on things.
That's fair. That's fair.
'Cause
So
I'm going more for sovereign.
sovereign. Okay, I like that word actually. Sovereign or having your own agency
Yeah.
is another great word. But also having this mindset of working together and not by yourself, right?
Yeah.
Because you can achieve a lot more with a group that are all on the same page versus, oh, I can do it all by myself.
That's why you
know?
join a DAO, so you can be part of an organization, be part of a team, and that
Right.
are able to use what you have built already.
Right.
Yeah, like I think you were saying, if you want to go somewhere fast, you go by yourself, but if you want to go further, you go with a team.
That's right.
And I think all of us are, Biden time did mention that, we do need a team to go to the next step.
I love that. I love that. So for those of you who don't know, Eat Denver is structured through Spork DAO, its own little DAO. And so I know, Naci, part of your research, being at Eat Denver, is talking with other Spork DAO members and
Still
getting a
got
little
to.
more insight, into, I guess, your market research.
Yep, I'm trying to see their model. I love the fact that to even attend this conference, you had to become a member of the Spork DAO.
That's right.
So that was really
some
awesome,
tokens.
bro. Get
Yeah.
some tokens, and the whole experience has been amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, implement that same experience for XRP.
Love that. I love that. Yeah. So are you, okay, so besides trying to find, do you know the people to find to do your research at the center itself? Or?
No, that's why I have you, crypto fan.
Okay,
You're gonna...
perfect. I'll have to get you in touch with Russell then later.
Okay.
I'll he's part of the DAO, so
Awesome.
he's one of the founding members actually. So he's a very important guy. I actually met him at the Futures Blockchain conference last November. So
Okay.
I interviewed him, but
How did that go?
it was awesome. He's a really nice guy. Yeah, and we were supposed to do a space together right before,
snap.
but I got too busy and I had to cancel last minute, and I felt bad about that. So, but it's all good. He's still here. He's going to be here all week. He's got a booth actually set up right over to the right there.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he's there currently since it's still a bit early. The lights aren't even all on right now. I'm not sure what's going on in Denver. But I do want to start wrapping up, I guess, for our next interview
Cool.
pretty soon in about 15 minutes. But to say all that, just a few more questions before we end our interview. And by the way, I've had a lovely, lovely time with you. I think
My first time, man. It's off the script. No script, bro. I'm sorry. I will be
I'm
better.
always off script. You know that. That's how you're authentic, you know?
Oh, you're right, bro. My bad,
That's how
man.
you're authentic. You can't memorize everything. That's
You're right.
boring, bro. This is all improv,
Okay,
right? This is
okay.
how we do it. It's how you get the crowd going, right? So tell me a little bit about your future. What besides this whole DAO thing, is that going to consume you in the next, 8 to 10 weeks, or is there anything on the horizon with your, let's say, adventure within crypto or the communities that you're meeting, even our relationship with Crypto Fam Radio? I know we have this whole teardrop thing, Airbnb on wheels, which kind of got us connected in the first place, So I think that's how we started an actual relationship, a rapport with each other in Art Basel in Miami, because you were just so jazzed about my little teardrop. So I kind of want to touch on that a little bit, because that's kind of how we got together, So,
well, you want to talk about how we met then, man? Because
sure, let's do that. Let's start from the beginning to the end, full circle. Let's go.
All right, awesome, man. So as you can see, man, Crypto Fam is really well spoken, right? So I've heard him on Space, of course, right?
Thank you.
I went to Digi Joint's house.
That's right.
And
Big shout
out to Digi, and then I saw Crypto Fam in there. Just I heard his voice, and I was like, yo. Is this the guy? I was like, bro, I'm actually actually really fond of you, bro. I like what you're doing. I like what you got going on here.
Aww.
You're called the digital nomad. He was embracing that experience of, being online and being a nomad. So the digital nomad. And the fact that he was on a teardrop, he was pretty much, living the dream that I wanted. I was always trying to, seen on YouTube people, doing the camper lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And you were excelling in it. So he had sponsors and everything, man. This guy knew what he was doing. So, that's pretty much, we started building a rapport, got super inspired on the teardrop, and we started, conceptualizing some business ideas that we can offer. And now I believe this is a perfect opportunity so we can, showcase this with our DAO. Maybe this could be an initial concept that we're trying to bring forth.
I like that.
So that's the whole purpose of a DAO, is to put all these initiatives out there so then we can make programs that will carry out these initiatives.
Right.
So we all have good ideas here, so it's all about getting community to vote upon them so we can tackle them, right?
Right.
That's the whole purpose of having a DAO,
right.
man. So
I love that. Yeah, we all have ideas. It's just, we don't always implement them. We don't always follow through. There's a lot of people that just talk,
but
never do.
See, this is the thing. A lot of people, they're all missing something, either the coding, the resources, right? And I believe that it's a good idea is still a good idea.
Right.
It just needs to be heard. So I believe a DAO will basically offer you the opportunity to showcase your ideas, and if there's good traction, it will get funding.
Right. Yeah, the right idea will go a long way, but just not the idea, the implementation, the strategy, the follow through, the teamwork.
Makes the dream work.
That's right. That's right. So no, I'm excited for that. That little endeavor that we have that's going to be leading up to the next event. And I think we should just touch on that a little bit since we're at an IRL event. And since we're so bullish on IRL events in general, what's the next event that you see us at, and what do you hope to achieve at that next event?
Okay, so just like ETH Denver, man, we're going to be at XRP Vegas. It's going to be the exact same kind of flow. We're going to have podcasts. We're going to hopefully have more people align and sign up for a DAO. Hopefully have a DAO concept already there so we can start signing up members. That's my goal.
Gotcha. I love that. And it'll be my first XRP event as well. So
actually, wait, you went to one yesterday. What do you mean?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Or I should say XRP conference.
Okay.
It'll be my first XRP conference. Yeah, technically I did go to an event last night. That was amazing. That was lit at an arcade. Yeah, that was fun.
Bro, it was great, bro. No expense held, bro.
And the swag was, oh man, that swag was lit. You're actually wearing one of the swag.
Right now, I got my Naci, my name embroidered.
Embroidered even. Oh man,
Yes,
I'm jealous. Yeah, they totally can see that. But yeah, anyway, let's just kind of wrap up. Anything else that we left out that we didn't touch on in dealing with you as just this incredible person that has a vision?
Yeah, well, I guess I didn't mention that, family values and virtues are really important to me is because I'm a father of two precious girls.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I always have to, think for them and put them and think about the legacy. So you can always count on, girl dads, I'd like to say, because, they're vicious. And, you can just expect, hopefully, to make this more kid-friendly, because my goal is to bring kids here, honestly. Make this more family-oriented, because I'm a family man at the end of the day, and I do miss my kids. So.
I love that. It's always good. Family is so important.
Yep.
We need to highlight them.
You do. So
embrace them.
You need the whole purpose of this is for your family. You're doing all this for your family.
That's right. Generational wealth, right?
Yep,
It's your
that's
family.
what they talk about, right?
That's what they talk about.
All right, that's what they say, man. I'm just remember what you're here for, guys.
I
You're here
know.
to, be a good person. I always like to say everyone's here for the money. At the end of the day, those will leave. But if you're here to build and spread the good message, then we want you.
That's right. And like I mentioned to you before, it shouldn't be about the money. It should be solving a problem.
Thank
Right?
you.
The money comes. You just got to keep solving problems, and the money will come. That's how it's always worked, and that's how it's gonna be in the future.
Cool.
With crypto and everything. With blockchain technology in itself.
Well, thank you so much for helping me solve my problem, man. I always need
course.
help trying to convey my thoughts out, and that's why you're perfect at it, bro. You're a journalist, man, so you
am.
should expand on that a little bit, man, because you don't give yourself
Well,
enough
this
credit.
is my interview, so
Hey, man, I
this is
just got-
your interview.
Hey,
but I
man.
appreciate you. I do. But thank you so much for your time, Naci. It's so good to have you. And we'll see you again next time. So
Shake your hands, bro. Thank you, bro.
thank you.